Alrighty, morning everyone, and welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel on another beautiful day. In today's video, we are quickly going to take a look at what this last little scrap run gave us. We're going to take a look at the prices because they are actually kind of crazy, honestly. And then we're going to go over the stuff that we bought, which is in here. Yeah, and it looks pretty good, I would say. So I would say that's maybe like 30 to 40 kilos of stuff, and it's definitely good stuff, so that should give us a good amount of money, but we're going to take a look at that in just a moment. First of all, we're going to go through this price thingy and take a look at how much we actually made, because, well, that's obviously always important. So, as far as what we made, let's take a look here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but I'm gonna go into the light a little bit more, even though this light is not really good for camera purposes. But I think you can take a look at this here. So we've got 110 kilos of scrap steel. We got 27 cents a kilo. Wow. I mean, that's some really good money for scrap steel. I never got anything close to that. And that came out to 29 euros and 70 cents. We got 16.5 kilos of aluminum scrap, which was, I hope, in range of what I expected it to be, whatever. We got $1, or like €1, a kilo, so that came out to $16.15. I think that also went up, like a little bit, not a whole lot, but a tiny bit. And then we got, for the wire, we got 9 kilos of wire, which I said it was between like 10 and 15, which was apparently not the case, but oh well. And we got €1.90 per kilo, coming out to a total of 17 euros and 10 cents, which is all right. Actually, way more than I usually get. But yeah, I think scrap prices are just really high at the moment, so that's a really cool thing. Now let's take a look at the stuff that we actually bought, because that's the important part. Obviously, we need to know how much money we can make from that. So, and also take a look at this. Recently found this. Just a solid chunk of aluminum. That is definitely going to come in handy for something, I would say. Really cool thing. Also quite heavy actually for aluminum. But yeah, that's a cool thing. And I also apparently have this piece of wire sitting here. I've gotta sell that at some point. So let's do that. Let's put that into some kind of bucket or whatever. But yeah, we've got all this nice stuff now here. This one, like, I pretty much only bought transformers that I can beat open this time. This one has already been beaten open. Not sure why you would still like scrap it when you already put the effort in to cracking it. I mean, you could have just like taken out the cup. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with it. I'm very happy about it because I didn't have to pay for this piece of steel, and I just got basically the good part. So that's a nice thing. We'll put that over here for now. Look at the other stuff. This is another one that's probably going to be very easy to take apart. Pretty much just something that's very similar to a microwave transformer. I don't think it came out of a microwave, but it's similar. You know, you've got a bigger upper coil, you've got a smaller lower coil. Both of them are copper, and you can just beat it open on the welding seam. So yeah, this thing also very, very nice. Then we've got a bigger one right here, which yeah, should also be pretty easy to scrap down. This is unfortunately not one that I can beat apart, so I'm probably gonna have to cut that one, but still a very good one that's gonna give us a decent copper yield. So yeah, that's a good as well. We'll put that over here somewhere. There we go. Don't want that to be in the way right now, so yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty good. Actually, put this one over here as well. We could actually already put it on the table. That's probably the best way to do it. So the next thing is pretty much just a motor, like not a motor, stator, with some cast aluminum on it, which is fine. You know, aluminum's got a pretty good price at the moment, and I did also raise the price that I pay for copper motors and transformers because the price of copper also went up. I'm still a little bit worried that I might have increase the pricing a little bit too much, but we'll see about that in the future. Maybe we'll also get some more material. It's really getting competitive with scrapping at the moment, which is a bit annoying because, well, I've been sick obviously, and I'm still not very healthy, so I can't really put the effort in, but yeah, we'll see. So next thing we've got is one of those bigger transformer thingies. That probably weighs 15 kilos, pretty good. And this is just gonna be cut. Can't really do a whole lot about that, but yeah, it should be pretty easy to cut that. So no issues there. We'll put that down here as well, and we'll process them at some point. I've also got a whole another bucket standing around here of just like random scrap. Not really sure like what I'm gonna do with that, but probably gonna do a video about it at some point. There's some interesting stuff in there. Not really like very valuable stuff, but stuff that you just should know about, I guess. So we've got some smaller little transformers here that we can beat apart, maybe like 2 kilos a piece. This one's probably gonna be cut, I would say, but it's got some good copper wire on it, as you can see. That is very neat. So we'll put the one that we can beat apart up here, and obviously we're just gonna cut that with a saw. It doesn't really make sense to get the angle run out for that. This thing here, pretty much same thing. And this one is already beaten apart, so we pretty much just have to extract the copper from it. That's also going to be very easy. So yeah, that's really, really nice. And I just quickly wanted to talk with you about the fact that like scrap prices have been like rising beyond anything that I could have ever imagined. Like almost 30 cents a kilo for just scrap steel. It was not heavy steel or anything, it was just scrap, like shred. I mean, like it's probably like 35 cents a kilo for prepared steel. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. That is not something that I like ever expected we would get out of steel. I mean, come on, it's just steel. Stuff is not really worth anything. It's just the stuff that you take, but you're like, I don't really want that. I want the copper that's inside of it and stuff like that. But like nowadays, you can really make some good money with steel, and it's really crazy. And the price of copper has also increased like so much. I think I'm getting like probably like €7.50 a kilo for Millberry at the moment. And maybe like 660, 670 for burned. So like that is insanely good. It has never been this good. Like when I started, it was like around $4 for burned copper, you know. And back then, no one really wanted to keep transformers, to strip them, or to process their own wire and stuff like that. And so it's incredible, and it makes it really tough for people to get into the business. And also for people that are in the business to make decent money. Like usually the person that I got all this stuff from, it's got like heaps of them laying around. And this was the only stuff that I could really take. Like that's 30 kilos. Usually I take like 300 from that place. So that's not good. And why is that? He said he didn't sell anything. He just processed it himself because it was worth it. And who's to blame him, right? I mean, he's gotta make his money, right? It's not an easy situation all over the world and on the markets, and like I'm somewhat getting worried about the business. That's the problem. I really don't want to lose this because I love scrapping. I really like scrapping, and I also really like doing these videos. And obviously, without scrapping, I can't really do these videos. So, like, it's definitely not easy. So I guess we'll see about it. We'll see what happens. We'll see how the markets react to this shortage of commodities, and I hope that it gets a little bit easier again, because otherwise it's just not going to be very enjoyable anymore. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, anyways, and I hope I showed you something interesting, just showing you the stuff that I get. We're gonna scrap all of it down in another video that's gonna be interesting as well, I think. And I'm as I said, I'm not sure when I'm gonna get this out, because I'm not yet in the position where I can start scrapping again, because I'm not 100% healthy at the moment. So yeah, just gonna have to wait and see, and I'll do my best to get some videos out to you. I'll do some fun scrapping, and maybe I will even do some dumpster diving. I did do some of that recently, and I got some good stuff actually, so was very surprised about that. But yeah, that might also be something that we will do in the future. So yeah, if you've got any more questions, be sure to watch them in the comments below. I'll be answering them as always, and if you want to, you can also like rate the video with either like a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you might want to do. And you can also, if you want to, subscribe to the channel, because that's a cool thing, and I think you can like keep track of the videos easier, something like that, I hope. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, have a fantastic week, and until next time.